What's up YouTube, Little Candy Gamer here. Today I wanted to talk to you about the difference between talent and skill. Just before we get started, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and drop a like to help me out. I wasn't quite sure about what I wanted to talk about today, and I called up my partner and I asked him, and somehow he got me to come up with my own idea because this one is pretty personal to me. So it always irks me when someone will say, "Oh, you're so talented." Because for me, at least, I feel like that's not very true. Usually, I'll explain to them that humans are capable of amazing feats. A person who practices every single day can outshine someone who is born with a talent. I'm not saying this as a criticism in any way at all, it's the truth though. Talent is something that you have naturally or you're born with, and skill is something that you can develop over time through putting in hours and hours and hours into drawing, painting, boxing, surfing, running, or whatever you want to improve at. I'm not really speaking for the other ones here, I can only really speak from my personal experience, and I'm not inherently saying that one thing is better than another. Sure, it'd be easier to be born with a talent. I actually don't think that very many artists are born with a talent, but on top of that they have to have motivation and passion. Without these two things they can become very lazy and not create art, not be improving, and someone who is dedicated to their craft will eventually go further than them. Motivation and passion are two things that it's very easy not to have. There's always going to be a lack of both of some of these things on some days. This can be called art block or creative block, and it can be very debilitating. If you want to improve though, you need to put in hours. I wouldn't consider myself very talented at all, but something that I excel at is working very hard to get to where I want to go. I'm still not where I want to go, and that's probably the best motivator to me. I find artists who inspire me, and I strive to be better than them one day. I work while others are sleeping. I'm working. Some days I forget to eat because I'm working so hard. There's no easy way to improve at something, especially if you weren't born with a talent. If you don't put in that time every day, then there's no way that you'll get better without that talent. There are artists that I admire that do this. Angel Ganev, for example, on Instagram, I love his portraits. And he works every single day. He's constantly producing YouTube videos, at least one portrait a day. He works so hard for his following, and I have a massive respect for him. As someone who does this as a full-time job some days, I just don't feel like doing anything at all. Some days that lack of motivation does win, but overall, I try my hardest to push through this. It might not feel helpful right away, but over time I do see my improvement, and I'm glad that past Candy pushed through these times. I've been drawing on and off for about 16 years now. I took a break for about 5 or 6 years. And my skill level declined. This is because I'm not someone that's born with a talent. I decided that I wanted to be good at drawing. The only advantage that I have is that no matter how I'm feeling, whether I want to die inside or what, I will push through, I'll keep drawing. Other artists might have more talent than me, and I will say that a lot of artists do have more talent than me, but I will keep going and going and going, and it's my belief that any human is capable of this. Anyone can draw, but most people won't. There are many reasons for this. Either they don't have an interest in drawing, they would like to be able to just poop art out onto a canvas or a piece of paper, but they don't want to put in the required effort to achieve their goal. Some people just make excuses, I don't have the time, and so on. Yes, at the risk of offending people, I'm calling these excuses. I'm a full-time stay-at-home mother. Some days, to do my 1-hour portraits when I made a 1-hour portrait challenge, I was up until 1 or 2 AM. This was just to improve my skill, this was not for work or anything like that, and a lot of the time, even today, I have to wait until my 2-year-old is in bed to draw. When I was working full-time, I made excuses too, and I didn't draw, and my skill declined because of it. I guess what I'm trying to say is that to achieve anything in life, you have to put in some effort. Whether it be losing weight, making friends, becoming a YouTuber, or getting better at art, it can be applied to nearly any situation in life. If you want to succeed at something, you must put in the effort. I don't take weekends off for the most part. I draw on weekends as well. I do take the odd day off to spend with my friends, but usually I will still draw when they leave. If your friends don't respect your passion, then maybe you need to set some boundaries, but that's a whole other video. So I'm basically here to say what you don't want to hear. That if you don't put in the effort, then you won't get anywhere. You need to put in some hours if you want to improve with your art. There will be inevitable failure and obstacles that you need to overcome on your journey. I can guarantee this, though, that every time you overcome one, you'll become stronger and things will be easier the next time around. If you choose to put your art out there online, you will get critics. You'll get people who hate your art for whatever reason. And you just need to realize that not everything is for everyone. Block them. Whatever you need to do to get past it, because you don't need that negativity in your life. It can be hard, but believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities. Have some faith in yourself and your ideas. Don't try to be the same as everyone else, because being unique is what will make you stand out from a crowd. You're doing something right if you have haters, believe it or not. When my artwork was quite honestly terrible, no one said a thing to me. It wasn't until I started to improve that I started getting critics. Nothing is going to happen as quickly as you want it to happen, I can tell you that much. It takes time, patience, effort and hard work. Yes, there are people who are naturally good at drawing. It's my belief that there are far fewer of them than you would believe. I think that the majority of artists have to work very hard for their skill level. For me, it was seeing someone else work hard that inspired me to work hard as well. I saw how beautiful the art was that she created, and I thought to myself, I want to make beautiful art as well. At the start there was a lot of failure. That's something you don't see every day, where these big wonderful artists started. An important thing to know is that just because you fail doesn't make you a failure. You need to keep going. I know that I made drawings similar to that of my toddler in the beginning. Maybe he's the next Picasso if he puts in the work he could be. Maybe he isn't. It's all about what you do and what you are motivated to do. I hope this video has inspired some of you to go out and start creating, because I'd love to know that what I said has brought a little more passion and beauty into this world. And just to wrap it up, I want to say that I wrote about 1,500 words to say to you guys in this 10 minutes. I'd be writing these essays for YouTube, not even getting an A. That's all part of it. It's part of the hard work and dedication that you need to have in order to succeed. Success is not a number, it's not an amount of YouTube subscribers or Instagram followers. I class success as the fact that I'm able to draw to help feed my family. In my eyes, that's success. And maybe you can't do that yet, but you're succeeding in your own way. You've learnt how to make something beautiful, and that can make another person happy. That's success too. Anyway, I hope I was able to inspire some of you. Love you guys. If you like my video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Little Candy Gamer.